Hello guys, TAFHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing another unboxing. Two unboxings in a row on this channel. First was the 17 Pro Max. If you've not seen that, go check that out. But today we're unboxing a MacBook Air. Now this isn't any magical new model. It is technically new. This is a brand new inbox item, but it is a M2 MacBook Air. These are currently on for a very good deal, brand new in the UK for Black Friday offers and all that good stuff. This isn't mine. I could do with a new laptop, but I've not bought one. This is for the same person who bought the iPhone 17, so they're on a bit of a spending mission at the minute. So I insisted, as always, that I unbox a brand new item. Why would I not? So this is the box that it comes in. So without further ado, let's pull this tab and see what we get inside. Hopefully it's actually in here. Alright, that is pulled. And how do we get into this? Does it pull? Yep, it pulls. That is a very nicely designed box. I like that. There we are. MacBook Air. This is the more modern design with MagSafe on it, back again, and this is the one with the notch. Love it or hate it, it has a notch. And here are the specs on the back if you want to read that. 16 gigs of unified memory, 256GB SSD, 13-inch MacBook Air with M2 chip. So this may not be the latest and greatest, but hey, it's still an upgrade compared to what this person has been using previously. They were using a 2013 MacBook Pro. That died. I tried to fix it. I failed. So this is the replacement. So this should last for a very good long time. Yeah, there's some more specs here. 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 13.6-inch display, liquid retina LED backlit with True Tone, MagSafe 3, 2 Thunderbolt/USB 4 ports, and a headphone jack. So let's unbox this from this box and take a look at it. Now I don't know what this colour is actually called. According to Argos it is black, but I'm sure Apple doesn't call it black. I can't see anywhere where it actually says what colour it is. I believe it's called Midnight, but I don't actually see that on here, so I may be wrong. But let's stop talking and actually open this thing. So unlike on previous ones where they were covered in plastic, the eco way is to now not do that. So we just get these two dramatic pull tabs. Yes, it's better for the environment, but it means your box will never ever be brand new again because you are literally ripping a bit off. Most people probably wouldn't care, but I collect boxes, so I do care. So this kind of pains me a bit. But oh well, I just need to get a grip. Now this is always the fun bit. There we are. There it is. Fits perfectly in the box. Apple's packaging is always just the best packaging, and I think it does matter that you have a good unboxing experience. And there we are. I've never touched such a new MacBook before, apart from on display in shops, but I don't think that counts. This is not light, but dense, but not heavy, if that makes any sense. That seems like decent weight for a quality product. Now what else do we get in here? We don't get a charging brick. I didn't even think about that. What we get is a USB-C braided cable to MagSafe 3. So to get fast charging, you're going to have to buy another brick. Or I suppose you can just plug this into an iPhone charger, I guess, and it'll charge slowly. Don't quote me on that though, I don't actually know. Oh no, you do get a charging brick. So you do actually get a brick. I was doubting Apple too much there. I'm surprised they still include one. Maybe on the newer ones they don't, and that's what I was thinking of. But they do actually include one in here. Now, do we get Apple stickers with this? I don't think you do on some modern things, but I thought you possibly would with this. Quick start guide, not that we need to look at that. Is there anything else in here? No, that is quite tragic. We do not seem to get Apple stickers with anything anymore. I suppose it's for saving the environment and all that, but there's something cool about Apple stickers. I thought it came with them and they were colour coded to the Mac, but maybe that's on the older ones. Who knows? Let's move the box and let's do the magical releasing the MacBook from the paper. Try not to rip it, because you never know, you might need to wrap it back up at some point, although I'm sure that would be very difficult. There we are, and it's already dirty. Don't know if you can tell, but there's actually marks on it straight out of the box. I believe this colour does stain very easily, but I wouldn't expect things like that from a brand new machine. It'll probably wipe off, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so while I've got the camera off the tripod, let's have a quick look around here at the ports. So on this side, we get two USB-C/USB 4s, fluff on it already. MagSafe 3 at the back, that's it for that side. Then on the other side, all we get is a headphone jack. So this is living up to the MacBook Air's reputation of not having many ports, but for the modern user, that is pretty much all you could ever need. So let's open this. These still whoa, okay, I forgot modern ones did that. They turn on straight away. So let's take this off. Just take a look at that. It's a very nice looking machine. Me being traditional, I think Macs should always just be silver, but this does look pretty smart. So hello, and let's set this up. Okay, so back on the tripod. The keyboard was lighting up. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think it actually is anymore, but it was. Let's go ahead and do this. Nice big Force Touch trackpad. Very nice to see. This should be quite a straightforward setup, considering we're not transferring anything. I don't know why it thinks we're in Germany. Definitely not in Germany. Just checking this is a UK keyboard, and it is. I thought maybe we'd got some random foreign one, but no, it looks alright. Transfer anything? No. Set up as new. You can set up with an iPhone or iPad, but I'd rather just do all this standard accessibility. Don't need any of that really. Yeah, we don't need any of that, so let's just continue. Let's connect to the Wi-Fi. This must have very good Wi-Fi. Look at all those it's picking up. Usually I can't see any of those, so that is pretty cool. Alright, data and privacy. Let's create a Mac account. So now we can sign into our Apple account. Apparently it's not called Apple ID anymore, but I'm old-fashioned, so it will always be Apple ID to me. Okay, I've signed into the Apple account. Now it needs a verification code, not that you can see because there's a beast in my way. Okay, make this your new Mac. Let's just agree to all that and continue. Apple Intelligence, I don't care about that, but heck, let's do that anyway. Might as well agree to that. We can do Touch ID, but I'll set that up later just because we can. Apple Pay, that is a problem for later too. And there we are. Welcome to Mac. There we are. We're at the desktop, so let's go to About This Mac and make sure we've got the right thing. There we are, M2 MacBook Air. This is a 2022 model, so it is a 3-year-old computer, but it is brand new, and I think for the price that wasn't too bad. 16 gigs of RAM, and we are running macOS Sequoia. So just before I end this video, I thought we would do a quick comparison between the new MacBook Air and the original. These are both 13-inch laptops, but you can definitely tell that the new one is a lot smaller, and that is of course because the bezels on this one by today's standards are absolutely massive. It's crazy to me that up until what, 2017 or 18 they sold a MacBook Air that still looked like this. Compare that to the new one and this looks absolutely ancient. So this is a 2008 device, which was massively ahead of its time. Then this is a 2022. So have a look at the thickness. The old one was a tapered design, so it actually looked a lot thinner than it was. But I'm not sure if you can tell, but the old one at its thickest point is thicker than the new one. The new one is just a slab, doesn't really change shape at all. So this has the illusion of looking thinner, but in comparison it is taller. I just find it very interesting to compare devices like this. So 2008 to 2022, and just think how many more times powerful this is. This wasn't even a particularly powerful device, and at the time it was quite slow. It was just Apple showing off what they could do, and now this is the mainstream. It's very impressive how far we've come. Okay, so that is where I'm going to end it for today. This thing is now set up and hopefully it can have a happy life doing whatever MacBook Airs like to do. It's a very capable machine, so hopefully it can last for a good few years. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for experiencing this fingerprint. I'm sure you can already see that on there. I'm sure it will be easy enough to clean. I'm just slightly concerned about it, but hey, not my machine to worry about. I've still got my trusty silver one, which looks absolutely brand new, even though now it's, what, a 10-year-old machine. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.